Hello everyone and welcome to another session of Me Programming Daily. Today I'll be working on the natural consequence of aligning this connection and this connection to look the same. I started questioning in my own head what is the purpose of a valent point? At this stage, we can render pretty flexible connections, and valent point is really only now the remainder of my strict adherence to the drakon white paper. So I get kind of curious, can we survive without it? And my intuition tells me yes. Let's just figure out how much effort that would take. That would also help us draw connections a little bit, because the code this render prime and render for forks is peppered with conditions. Is the skewer blocks collection empty? Do we have a detour or not? And we glue together many subdiagrams filled with the code that glues together those subdiagrams, like here, is littered with conditions. I'm not really the biggest fan of this. See here, so I feel that the road to simplifying that code leads through removing unnecessary components, and I believe valent point is one such component. So how about we just start coding here, and instead of a valent point, let's just return nothing, or empty. Let's see what we get. So nothing really broke. Let me reopen this just in case. Yep, nothing really broke. So let's try to gradually phase out the valent point. So in this case, this is the default bounding box width. Same here. Same here. Nothing's changed, which is good. Now, equipped with this knowledge, we know that we don't need a valent point here. So let's remove the import and see what happens if we remove the valent point module, period. How many lines is this module? Just shy of 300. But I believe we can make it much simpler. Okay. So we've just shaved off a good bit of code. Let's see what we can do here. Skewer block 47. Okay, so the valent point is gone. And now, let's see the time. Okay, we're still good. So now I'm tempted to challenge whether we need the question type. I don't believe we do, because you can't do anything with the question outside this module. Question is not a valid building block beyond this module, so I don't believe we really need it. But before I do remove it, let me get some fresh coffee. I'll be back in a minute. All right, I'm back with a fresh cup of coffee. So we can get started on removing the question. This is feeling rather scary, but let's see. You know what, let me commit this first. Let's just move this. Here. an idea. But instead of removing it, let's just extract it and use it for rendering questions. We should have been eating this. It does build. So you know what? I know this will take a while to refactor, so how about we just go ahead and clear some of these warnings and suggestions. Now, let's try to call this. So technically, this doesn't have to care about a question. What was the error? Or the warning? Oh, the signature is missing. Oh, okay, we'll get to the signature. Maybe let's do it now. That's a lot of suggestions. Let's leave them for some later occasion. So now let's try to use this. So once we use it, there should be no difference to how this looks. Let's do content. Okay, it looks like it's going to compile. And there is no difference at all. So this is a good start. We can remove this now. So we've just saved ourselves some complexity. And now let's commit this. And now we can rip the band-aid and remove the question. So let's remember the number of lines, 288. Let's see how many we'll save. Yeah, see here, question with the fork ID. It doesn't look right. This can stay. Now we can remove all this. So it looks like we've just removed the question. Let's see if we can render a diagram. We've just rendered it. It refreshed. I'm seeing no changes, which is what we wanted. Okay. We managed to shave off a number of lines. 10 was it? This is still too large, this file I mean, but maybe let's not push it yet. And another 10 lines. Just by formatting it. believe we can get below 200 if we sort out this monstrosity. But that's a story for another day, I feel. Maybe we'll deal with this during the next session. We have way too many cases like this. If and case. This can be greatly simplified, I think. Right. I feel this is good enough for today. So I would like to thank you all for joining, and I wish you a fantastic day ahead, and I'll see you next time. Bye.